recording, and we are recording. So if you can, start with name, what you do, and spell it, please.
My name is Antwan Williams. I'm the Director of Youth System Services at Rochester Works. That's A-N-T-W-A-N, Williams, W-I-L-L-I-A-M-S.
Can you tell us what the name is of your favorite plant in your garden?
Oh, my favorite plant. I got so many flowers. The daylily is my favorite plant.
And why?
Because they bloom throughout the entire summer. I'm going to say from, maybe late spring all the way through, because I go out in deadhead. So, yeah.
Do you have different colors, or is it just like the tiger lily kind of
It's yellow.
yellow?
Bunch of yellow daylilies all
daylilies?
over the place. Yes.
Are they the smaller ones like Stella d'Oro, the really small ones, or are they a little bit larger?
Larger.
Larger? Wow,
Yes.
that's good. Because all I got is the orange ditch lilies that you can see all over the place.
Mhm.
Those are really neat. I like hostas myself, so.
Oh,
I just-
hostas.
Yeah, I got a lot, and I got
I don't
this
have any of those.
I got a small grove of bamboo in the back of my yard that's
Mhm.
like my neighbors hate. So,
Yeah, 'cause that stuff takes over.
well, this is a clumping, so it stays in one place,
Oh, okay.
but still, it's pretty big. So, anyhow,
All right.
sorry, I had to interject with the plants.
Okay. All right. So, can you introduce yourself and share a little about your professional background and experience?
Say that one more time.
Absolutely. Can you introduce yourself and share a little about your professional background and experience?
My name is Antwan Williams. I am the Director of Youth System Services at Rochester Works. I've been with the organization for over 20 years now, overseeing youth workforce initiatives ranging from summer employment to year-round employment and working with the out-of-school population. And we do this in partnership with RCSD, community partners, and employers because we believe in a holistic approach.
What inspired you to join Rochester Works Youth Services and support local young adults?
One of the things that inspired me to work for Rochester Works in the youth department specifically was because I have the lived experience and, let me start over.
That's fine. Do you want me to reread?
Reread.
You got it. What inspired you to join Rochester Works Youth Services and support local young adults?
One of the things that inspired me to work for Rochester Works Youth Department specifically is helping young people find their passion, specifically their career pathways. I know growing up for myself in school, I didn't know what I wanted to be, and so it was, due to a caring adult who saw my potential and made the connection. And so to be able to do that in a larger scale is why I work for Rochester Works.
Okay. What do you like most about working with young adults as part of your role at Rochester Works?
One of the things I like most about working with the young people is, seeing them come through the front door, nervous and hesitant in terms of what to expect. But after receiving services, connecting them to a caring adult, so to speak, they walk out confident, different from what they walked into. And so, yes, I'm going to do a retake of that.
Sure.
Go for it. You're good.
Question again?
Absolutely. What do you like most about working with young adults as part of your role at Rochester Works?
One of the things I like, let me do that again. One of the things I like One of the things I like most about my job in working with youth is seeing the transformation. They come into the door, uncertain of, who they are and what they want to do. But then after receiving our services, and to see that they go from not knowing to then having the self-confidence as a result of our services, that's the one thing that brings me joy. I'm getting there.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I'll shorten it up. One of the things I like most about my job and working with young people is a transformation. Many of them come to us because they're looking for employment opportunities, and but there's that hesitance or that feeling of not, being good enough, right? And so after we connect them to a career specialist, and after providing them, some services, to see the transformation, kind of like overnight.
Don't overthink it,
Yes.
right? I know it's hard not to. And just from your heart, like, if it's easier to just think that, like, you and I are just talking,
Mhm.
and, you and I talk all the time, right?
Yep.
So you're just talking to me, and you're just telling me, what is it that inspires you about it, Want me to read it again?
Read it again.
You got it. All right. So what do you like most about working with young adults as part of your role as Rochester Works?
One of the things I like most about my job is seeing the transformation in the young people that we're working with. A lot of them come to us, uncertain or fearful of, what's out there in terms of employment opportunities. But once we, take them through our services and get them connected, let's just say we find, I'm still overthinking.
You're okay, because we can.
Can you grab my piece of paper?
Yeah.
I know I'll drop it, but I just,
Nope, that's fine.
for whatever
You can
reason,
keep
I'm
it
just,
over here.
okay.
This is it, right?
Yep.
There
Like the white coat syndrome? It's the camera.
you go.
So do I know all this stuff? Of course I do.
I know. No worries. Everybody responds differently to the camera.
One of the things I like most about my job is the transformation in the young people that we work with. Many times they come in uncertain, and but after connecting them to our services, what do I like most about my job?
You were saying, like, things like with confidence and I think we talked before, like direction,
One of the things I like most about my job is helping young people either minimize or eliminate their barrier to employment. Seeing that transformation is so eye-opening because they come in not knowing exactly what they want to do or be, but after they receive our services, they leave us more confident. And then 9 times out of 10, they return back to us in order to inspire others.
Okay. Can you share a success story where Rochester Works made a real difference for our young adults? We've done the Cadillac story.
Okay. So I remember the success story of a parent calling me because her son at that time had a disability, and she was fearful that he wouldn't be able to find employment because of that. And so I was able to connect her to one of our out-of-school programs to help, build his confidence and get him job ready. And I kid you not, 10 years ago, I was able to reach back out to the parent to get an update in terms of where this young man is. And today he's, not only is he married with kids, but he has found his passion in the employment that he's in today. That was good. That was great.
All right. What services does your team provide to help young adults with their career and other needs?
At Rochester Works, we offer a plethora of services ranging from job readiness, career exploration. We also have funds set aside to connect people to training. Read that question one more time.
Sure. What services does your team provide to help young adults with their career and other needs?
At Rochester Works, we offer a slew of services, workshops ranging from job readiness, career exploration. We also have funds set aside for training opportunities and also employment, career exploration, employment, the work experience. Okay. There's so many of them. I'm trying to do the big umbrella versus getting into the weeds. At Rochester Works, we offer a slew of 5, 4, 3, 2. At Rochester Works, we offer a slew of services ranging from job readiness training, career exploration, work experience, and wraparound services that will help eliminate the barriers to employment. At Rochester Works, we offer a slew of services ranging from job readiness training, career exploration. Oh, there was a hesitant.
All good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Rochester Works, we offer a slew of services ranging from job readiness, career exploration, and wraparound services that will help us eliminate whatever barrier to employment the young person is facing.
How do our programs for young adults help the people we work with, both the young adults themselves as well as the organizations that they go on to work for?
Is that number 6?
Yes.
How do your programs? At Rochester Works, we fund a slew of programs that work directly with the young people, again, helping them to minimize, whatever barrier that they're facing to employment and or education through a person called a navigator or a caring adult. And so that navigator will do an assessment to figure out what is the, issue at hand. And then from there, we'll provide those services or connect that young person to a service in order to help them reach their potential. I'm going to do that again.
Okay.
All good. Do it again. You're good.
Yeah.
How do your services help? How do your program help young adults. At Rochester Works, we educate, train, and connect individuals to employment opportunities after minimizing the barriers as such. So when a young person comes on board, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to assess them to learn more about them in terms of their goals and what is that's holding them back. Once we have that in place, we are then able to create a roadmap, so to speak, that will help guide us in connecting that individual to the services needed to help them reach their potential and or their career goal.
Very cool.
Good, good.
Yep.
Okay. What makes Rochester Works different from other nonprofits and workforce organizations in the area that offer services to young adults?
One of the things that makes Rochester Works different from the other agencies in the community is that we believe in partnership. We do what we do best, but then anything outside of that, we're connecting with other agencies, programs who have the expertise in working with the young adults. And so it's more than just treating someone like a number, but we believe in, oh, that was so good.
You're doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the things that makes Rochester Works different from other agencies in the community is that we believe in partnership. No one agency is the end-all, be-all. We believe that one of the things that make Rochester Works different from other agencies is that we believe in partnership. Here at Rochester Works, we're working with the schools, the employers, the community, from a holistic approach in order to wrap our services around that young adult.
You good with that one, or are you still thinking?
I'm still thinking.
No problem. I just want to make sure.
Yep. What makes Rochester Works different from other agencies in Rochester is our youth work model. In essence, that model speaks to the power of a caring adult. Okay, I got it. One of the things that makes Rochester Works different from other agencies in the community is our youth work model. Basically, that model speaks to the power of a caring adult. In order for a young person to be successful in life, they just need one person to see their potential. And so we believe in connecting young adults to navigators who work from that lens and will One of the things that make Rochester Works different from other agencies is our Youth Works model. In essence, that model speaks to the power of a caring adult seeing the potential in a young person. It is our belief that every person just needs one person in their life to see their potential and to connect them to the services at hand. In addition to that, we believe in partnering with other agencies in the community. We believe in doing what we do best, which is workforce development, but then anything outside of that, we're working with other agencies to do their work.
It's all good.
Yeah, yeah. You comfortable with that?
No, because I got to the very end and I stumbled on my,
Oh.
Do you want to try it one more time?
you better believe it.
All right, yeah. Remember, just breathe. Go right ahead. Good.
One of the things that make Rochester Works different from other agencies in our community is our youth work model that we created back in 2011. In essence, that model speaks to the fact that in order for a young person to be successful in life, they just need one caring adult to see their potential. When I stepped back from putting that together, I was like, wow, that was my experience growing up. And so to be able to spearhead that and to share that with the programs that we fund and invite other agencies to the table to, provide the wraparound services around that young person is what makes us stand out in my opinion.
That was good.
Yep.
Really good.
Beautiful. All right. What common challenges do businesses face in hiring and retaining younger workers? And how does Rochester Works Youth Services, the programs and everything help them solve that?
I think that today, some of the challenges that employers may have or perceive is that, our young people are just not ready for employment. They think that they're immature. They think that there's going to be turnover, and so if they're feeling like they have to babysit, then they're not interested. However, in partnership with Rochester Works, we will provide the training, the coaching, the mentoring to the young person before making that connection. And then once that young person has been placed, we will follow up and provide whatever technical assistance needed to ensure that both the employer and the youth are happy with the placement.
That's beautiful.
Very good. Very good.
All right. What do you hope young adults walk away with after partnering with Rochester Works Youth Services?
One of the things that I hope that the young people will walk away with when they leave Rochester Works and the services that we provided is that we're still here to help, right? And so should life happens and should they need additional support, we're here to provide the support any way possible. So, period. We'll do that again.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
good. That was really good.
One of the things I hope young people will walk away after receiving our services is to know that we're always here. And so should life happens and should they need additional support beyond the services that we provided, our doors are always open.
That's good. Real good.
Mhm. What do you hope employers walk away with after partnering with us?
One of the things I hope that employers, one of the takeaways I hope that employers will have when partnering with Rochester Works is that we're here to support them through that entire process. It is not our goal just to, connect a young person with them and then walk away, but that we will be there for that, through that process, through that journey, to ensure that their needs are being met. I want them to know that we've put in the work to provide the needed support and training for that young person so that at the end it's a win-win for both the employer and the youth.
Very good.
Okay. Two more. How has working at Rochester Works shaped you professionally and or personally?
Having been in Rochester, having been in,
It's good.
having been at Rochester Works for over 20 years has helped me, I just lost it. Read the question one more time.
You got it. How has working at Rochester Works shaped you professionally and or personally?
Having worked at Rochester Works for over 20 years, and in my later part, 11 years as the Director of Youth System Services has definitely helped me professionally be more patience. Having worked at Rochester Works for over 20 years now, professionally has helped me become more patient in the work that I do, given the fact that I work with young adults. It has also helped me be more intentional in the work that we do and the services that we provide. But I need this to be about me, right? Professionally.
Can I offer a suggestion?
Go for it.
It's enabled you to be out in the community more, like, like the awards and stuff.
Mhm.
So you've been able to be out in the community more, to talk more about it, get the word out more about, the services and, the wonderful things that are available and stuff like that. Don't feel like you have to use it, but that's what, I think of,
Mhm.
into that, it gives you a bigger platform, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Okay, hit me with the question one more time.
you got it. How has working at Rochester Works shaped you personally or professionally?
Working for Rochester Works for over 20 years now has helped me become more confident in the person that I am. For years I've struggled with not being good enough, right? And then when I look at the young people that we're working with today, I'm able to utilize my lived experience to help them overcome, whatever trauma or no. How has it helped me? That's so hard.
I like where you're going.
Having worked for Rochester Works for over 20 years now has definitely helped me grow in the profession that I am in. Let me think this through. So I've been at Rochester Works for 22 years. Started out as a summer youth employment monitor. And 6 promotions later, I'm now the director. And I think one of the things, I'm just talking right now, one of the things I
Yeah.
like is the fact that I am able to go out, to your point, and connect with the young people. And setting my title aside, just kind of meeting them where they're at,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because all too often as adults, we we dress up, we have these titles, we want things to be perfect, but they're not perfect. And so the fact that I was once in special ed, the fact that I once, struggled in reading and writing, but then it was my resource teacher who, sat down and said, "Hey, Antwan, what about college?"
Yeah.
I said, "Well, what about it?" And she was like, "I think you have it." And it was that moment that, okay,
Like your world opened up.
it did, right? So, and when I go out, I like to share that,
Yes.
share those experiences with folks. So,
It's really important because then they see that, you don't have to be just one way to be able to succeed,
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
I know
Right
it.
from the heart, that was good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for one thing, we gotta just pause because
Yeah.
this light's about to die
Okay,
out.
okay, go ahead.
And I just wanna make sure we can kind of shut the battery off and start it back up again.
Yep.
Yeah,
'Cause I
yeah.
saw it flicker. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, just for a second, apologies. There we go. Of course, we're all ready for the next. And we're going, we're good.
Okay,
Okay, so go ahead and ask the question, and then I'm just.
you got it. How has working at Rochester Works shaped you personally or professionally, and/or?
Having worked at Rochester Works for, having worked for Rochester Works for 20 years now, has helped me connect with the young people at a personal level. So, not trying to hide behind my title, but I like to remind people that it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay not to know what you want to do or be when you grow up, because that was my lived experience. And so at Rochester Works, I've been given that platform to, yes, talk about our services at hand, but also more importantly, to normalize it by sharing my own personal journey in order to reach the young people's hearts, so that they too can see that they're good enough to, attain whatever goals, dreams that they have at hand.
All right. Last one.
Mhm.
Is there anything that we didn't cover yet that you'd like to say about Rochester Works Youth Services?
I'm just going to go back and reiterate the YouthWorks model. I
Sure.
thought that was pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah, go
Gonna
for
do
it.
it.
In 2011, Rochester Works convened partners within the community to create what we call this YouthWorks model. In essence, it talks about the caring adult approach, in that every young person, in order for them to be successful in life, just need one person to see their potential, to connect them to resources at hand. In addition to that, it talks about the power of partnership. And so agencies should do what they do best, and then anything outside of that, they should be connecting young adults to. So when I look at the agencies that we fund around youth services, we're working with programs that have expertise in youth with learning disabilities, youth who are in foster care, youth who've been maybe connected to the judicial system, and so forth. And so in doing that, we're able to provide a comprehensive wraparound service.
Good to go?
I think so. Can you just say, to help them, to help the youth succeed or to help them succeed?
Gotcha.
To help the young youth, no, to help the young person succeed. Is there any other question on that thing that I need to do a redo?
Not unless you want to. I think you did great. That's some really good stuff.
We got some really good stuff. You good?
Yeah. I'm gonna do one more take for the first question.
Okay.
So
And-
can you introduce yourself?
No,
Or
the
which, what inspired you?
well, maybe it's the can you introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Can you introduce yourself and share a little about your professional background and experience?
My name is Antwan Williams. I am the Director of Youth System Services here at Rochester Works. I've been with the agency for over 20 years now, helping young people minimize their barriers to employment in order to connect them to such. And I do this in true partnership with RCSD, with employers and community programs. Because here at Rochester Works, we believe in a holistic approach, right? Here we're not just a program, but we do believe in community and working with the young person.
All right.
All right?
And good.
Babu.